Good morning, earliers. We are going to do something that I've been really looking forward to. We are going to open a frame of our mystery gallery. So today we are opening number 4. That's right. Let's have a little look and see what's in it. Ooh, it's really nice and colourful. There we go. I am going to give you a little bit of time to look at it. And then I'm going to ask you some questions so we can talk about it. What do you see? When you think about our last unit, animal rescuers, where do you think these animals come from? Where is it that they live? Yeah, I think the savannah could be their habitat. If you look closely at the animals, is this the way you see the giraffes at the zoo? Or in books? Look a little bit at the patterns we've got here. What shapes do you see? And lots of dots. Lots of circles and lots of dots here. Also on the trees. What about the colors? Colors are really bright. Got some yellows and some greens and some blues. A bright and colorful picture. Patterns on it as well. Do you have a feeling with this painting? Do you know if this painting makes you feel something? We talked about the other paintings. Sometimes when it's really colorful, for some of us it can make us feel happy and joyful. Maybe this painting makes you feel creative. You'd like to give it a go. So this is a Tinga Tinga painting. And this one says unknown. I like this one a lot, but I don't know who made this. But I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Tinga Tinga art. So Tinga Tinga art comes from Africa. And let me just show you here. We've got Denmark, a little light green spot over there, and this big continent here is Africa. And the origin from Tinga Tinga art comes all the way from Tanzania, right there, the dark green one. So that's quite a bit of a travel away. Here is more Tinga Tinga art to look at. Again, animals that you can find on the savannah, where their patterns have been changed into circles and dots. Lots of use of bright colors and a colorful background with a bit of the same kind of trees, curly branches and dots on there. Is there anyone here that you like the best? See if you can choose one. And see if you can tell me why this is your favorite. It's a bit like you can choose your own animal. Maybe you have a book at home with animals in it that you can get some inspiration from. I've taken some animals from my Duplo box. Some of these live on the savannah, like the elephant. And what's that? Giraffe. This is a special kind of tiger that lives in the mountains where it's really, really cold. But maybe if I want to be very, very creative and choose my own animal, then that's okay too. We also don't find these. Do you remember what this is? We don't find pandas on the savannah. But maybe I would like to draw a panda bear, and that's okay. That's allowed. So they have used art in Africa. All the artists that do the tinga tinga art and that sell them, and the tourists buy them, people who go on holidays there and bring them home, they use paint. But maybe I don't want to use paint. Maybe I'd like to see if I could do it differently. So what I could do is I can take a pencil and a white piece of paper, and I can try to see if I can draw myself an animal. I'm going to go for a giraffe. See if I can do it. I'm going to take my giraffe and I can draw a giraffe. Now remember, if I have been drawing for many, many years, we talk about this a lot. I have practiced my whole life, which is a lot longer than yours, on drawing animals. But I'd like you to give it a go. There we go. Got my giraffe. I can see my giraffe has a tail. I'm going to give it a little tail. If you don't have animals at home to look at, maybe you can ask your parents if you can have a little look on their computer or tablet or phone for some ideas. Or maybe you have a really good memory. Now I don't want to put the squarey shapes in it, because I remember from Tinga Tinga art that they'd use a lot of circles. So if I don't want to use paint, I could use markers, and I could maybe draw my dots on my giraffe. Now this would probably take me a very long time. And later I might also want to think about a background for my giraffe. I hope you can see all of this good enough until I figure out how to turn my camera around while I film. So I don't have to go and make lots of different movies. Maybe I would like to take a different color in there as well. Let me see, perhaps some pink. But Jen, giraffes don't have pink in real life. Savannah adventures. I know, but I do quite like pink. So I'd like to put in some pink on my giraffe. He looks quite happy with that. Some big round cheeks. Yeah. And then I can finish it with as many dots as I can and get really strong fingers with all this practice. Maybe I'd like to use some paint. So my picture isn't finished, but maybe I could take another piece of paper. Maybe a colored piece of paper. Black, red, brown, green, if I have that at home. Now we know that if I use black paper, I can't use a black pencil. That won't work. So I'm going to use a white pencil, and then I'm going to choose a different one. I'm going to be rebellious and brave, and I'm going to choose an animal that's not usually on the savannah, like my panda bear. And I'm going to see if I can draw him. He's got a round head. And because I'm going to use paint later, do it differently. I've got some ears. A round nose. There we go. Make my panda bear, and I'm going to try to hurry up a little bit. You take your time when you do your art, but I also don't want the video to be really, really long. There we go. My hands in there. Panda feet sticking out, and maybe I could make some bamboo. Or mix it all up and put some of those savannah trees. You see a lot of these trees have got curly bits and dots on them. Maybe I could, because this is my art, I can make it the way that I would like my art to be. Maybe I can make a tree like that. Yeah. Now there are different ways I can do my dots. I can use one of these. This is what I usually use to clean my ears. I won't put it in my ear now. That might be a bit yucky. This is really good for making dots with. So I can pop it down into the paint and start getting my dots in there. Then I get perfect round circles. If I use a paintbrush, it might be difficult to get these round dots. And without all these dots, it's not going to be Tinga Tinga style. If I don't have those at home to clean my ears with, I could grab a pencil. I'll wash it again later, that's all right. And then I'm going to dip my pencil in. I might get some bigger dots out of that, but that's okay. Maybe I'll make some leaves. Purple leaves on my trees. And then I can use my paintbrush later. There we go. To fill out some more things. There. Now my picture isn't finished. I still need a lot of work to do on it. I'm just going to show you that, of course, I can also see not everything on the Tinga Tinga painting is with dots. So I can also just use my paintbrush. Make a very rebellious blue panda bear. Okay. This one. This one. There we go. And maybe a little bit of purple on the feet. And put some other colors in with it later. I hope you're seeing all of this. When I watch the video later, it doesn't all only show my window. There. Have fun with it, be creative, and please, please, please take a photo of your Tinga Tinga art and get your mum or dad or brother or sister to help you put it up on what we call the Padlet. The Padlet is a bit like a pin board, like we have in the classroom where we hang up our pictures and our learning. But this is a pin board for on the phone, the tablet, or the computer, where we can look at each other's art. So I can have a look at your art later, but you can also come back later this afternoon and see which one of your friends has already done their Tinga Tinga art and what it looks like and which animal they chose, and see how they did it. Maybe they used coloring pencils for their Tinga Tinga art and all their dots. Maybe they had a different color paper than you did. Maybe they put a goldfish in the savannah flying through the air. Yeah? All right. That was our frame for today. I will see if maybe I have some time later to finish this one. And tomorrow we will open up another frame and see what's in there and see if we can do some art with that. So goodbye from Panda, Giraffe, and me. I look forward to seeing all your art. Bye bye.